Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we are going to talk about Lindsey Graham and the Trump case. No, not that Trump case, the other one. No, probably not that one either. Okay, so we're not talking about the Trump case dealing with the documents. We're not talking about the ones dealing with the electors. We're not talking about the one in New York. We're talking about the one in Georgia, for those trying to keep track. So Senator Graham was given a subpoena. Said, hey, you got to go talk to the special grand jury. Graham was like, I don't want to. Well, I don't know if that's what Graham was like, but his lawyers argued that he shouldn't have to. They used the argument of the speech and debate clause, which does give legislators a lot of immunity for things that they say. However, it's also, I think it's more narrow in scope than a lot of legislators may seem to believe. They also argued that he had sovereign immunity. The federal judge was like, no, rejected these arguments. You have to go talk to the special grand jury. Now, Raffensperger has said that when he was talking to Graham, that he felt Graham was implying that Raffensperger should find a way to make things more favorable to the former president. So Graham's going to have to talk about that. Now, the real worry for Graham is if he goes in there and he says, I was just doing my job. I was trying to make sure there was integrity in a federal election. Or I was just trying to understand the process better so I could better inform my constituents or future legislation. There are arguments that he could make. The worry is that if those statements aren't true, and at some point, somebody who is aware of the fact that they may not be true, perhaps somebody was in a room when there was a discussion that takes place, and that person flips, then Graham gets wrapped up in a bunch of stuff. And there are a lot of people in Trump's circle who might be considering cooperating with various authorities. One of the real issues for Trump world, with all of these different cases going on, is that there's a lot of people speaking under oath. That testimony has to match. With this many people talking, this many people trying to present their side of things, there's almost an inevitability that somebody is going to walk into a perjury charge, even if they don't mean to. Now, of course, this whole investigation stems from that perfect phone call to find 11,780 votes or 11,870 votes, however many it was. Raffensperger, in public statements, has seemed to indicate that he feels Graham might have been involved with a campaign to pressure state officials. Generally speaking, when you're talking to election officials and you're pressuring them to find votes, that is something that law enforcement refers to in technical terms as totally uncool and might lead to severe issues. The scope of what the grand jury is looking into is huge. They are looking into solicitation of election fraud, the making of false statements to state and local governmental bodies, conspiracy, racketeering, violation of oath of office, and any involvement in violence or threats related to the elections administration. Now, that's the grand jury as a whole, not what they're looking into Graham for specifically. But this is the firestorm that Graham is going to be walking into if he does actually have to testify here. So this is another case that we have to watch. This is another case involving the Trump circle that is picking up steam and starting to move a little bit more quickly and really has a lot of potential to create issues for a lot of those in Trump's orbit. So anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.